Hey guys, so OMG, this is so good. Look at my skin, it looks so glowy. Okay guys,
Sweaty.
so I'm going live. It is my time to be social during the day, around the 5 o'clock time. So I decided, excuse, so I decided that, let's see if this can get any better. Can it get any better? Is this gonna get any better? Okay, yeah, it's not. So I'm gonna be doing a vintage haul, and I thought this would be fun since I only have about 12 minutes on the clock, and then I will tell you guys what got me inspired and some things that I want in my vintage journey. So, I don't have all the stuff right here because for one, I can't find it, or for two, it's just too heavy to get. So I have two of these things that I can actually pick up, and then I have a few other things that I actually need one find, or it's too heavy to pick up. Um, so yeah, let's get straight into this video. So this is probably not the vintagiest thing, but it is quite vintage inspired. So it's this cute peach purse, the white and peach, and yes, it is dirty. I need to wash it, but I'm a disgusting person. So yeah, so it has this peach. It looks more whitish, like it looks more cream than it is in real life. Just for 1 second. Okay, it looks a little better like this. It's just cream. It's just peach, and it has peach bottom, the peach like lining, peach. It looks like orange, like cream color on the camera, but it's like peach colored on the handles. And my favorite part is the inside, and because yelling at me. My favorite part of it and the inside is it has this really cute like striped. Can't see that. Okay, there you go. It has this really cute striped inside, and it's like peach and green and purple and pink and red and white and purple. I think I already said that, but you guys can't see all the colors because it's like so light. But it's like so vintage. Stop. It's so vintage colored. And it's so cute. It's probably vintage inspired. Probably not vintage, but I got this and it was like brand new when I got it. But then me being a disgusting person, I got dirty. So you guys might these are, but it's called American Draw Short Stories. And me and my twin sister used to read this when we first starting into reading, and we used to have almost the whole collection, I think. But then we got some more from a friend of ours, and yeah. So we used to have the full size books, but now we still have some of the full size books. We have smaller versions, the mini ones, and like camera this way. Okay, this is Samantha's Winter Party. It is American Girl short story. And there's different characters. There's Samantha, there's Felicity, there's Josephine, Kristen, Andy, and Molly. I believe that's all of them. Yeah. And always in the back of the books, what I like about them is that they'll show like stuff how to make them, but then they also have these really cute vintage styled like they'll have some pictures in the books too for those picture lovers. But it's like really easy to read because it's like small little pages. And also what I really like about them is it tells the history of the author. So the one that made this one is Valerie Tripp, and this is how she looks at 9 years old. This one, and then this is how she looks when they first made this book. This book is a 1999 book, so it's not that vintage, but I guess you could say it's older. It's 19 years old. Yeah, 19 years old. And then it tells the story. And then what I absolutely love about this is it says, look back, 1904. That's why I say that it's a vintage, because it's 1904. For a peek into the past, and they always have this in every back of the book. Every single back of the book, they always have something like this, and it shows like different pictures, and like you can read about the history and stuff. It's so absolutely cute, and they have some pictures, and you just read about it. It's super cute, like a nice look into the past. This is my favorite picture of all. It just looks so cute and so fun. It says, women began jumping and spinning as they never had before by 1930. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a cute picture. Okay. And then another one is they have an American Girl's Pastime, and it shows you, okay, so it tells you how to make something from out of the book. So from out of the book, the girl, this girl, to make this friend, I guess the present was a snow candle. So it tells you a recipe or like instructions how to make a snow candle. This is how it will look. This is for like the Christmas time. Super cute. And then it shows what you will need. It all says an adult to help, but if you're older, then you know how to do it by yourself. And then you just really, for this recipe, you really need snow. Yeah, you really need snow. So here in Texas, it doesn't snow. Last year, it snowed a little bit. It was so fun because it like had a nice sheet of snow. It was so pretty. And, like we went outside and it was freezing cold, but it was so fun. And then you melt the wax, then you put the thread through the wax, and then that's how you make your snow. And then they always have something cut out, but I think my younger self cut it out a long time ago. So yeah, that is a cute, nice little vintage book. It's probably not vintage. Yeah, it's definitely not vintage. I googled it today and it said 1999. So it's 18 years old, so it's not that vintage. But my favorite part is the back of the book because it just shows the cute little vintage stuff in it. Okay, so another vintage piece that I have a vintage blow dryer, and it actually really used to work. I promise it did. But then it will always just overheat and it'll cut off, and you have to unplug it, let it sit for a little bit, plug it back up, then use it, then it'll cut off, and then you have to do the whole routine over again. And then when we plugged it up one of the last times, it didn't work at all. We left it on, turn on the switch. We left it plugged up to see if it would turn on magically. Nope, it didn't turn on. So I was like, okay, it's still vintage. So I just snipped off the cord and I kept the blow dryer. I probably shouldn't have snipped off the. I probably shouldn't have snipped off the plug, but I did. Another vintage piece that we have is I actually have a record player. It's not an authentic vintage record player, but it is a record player, and yeah, super excited that I got that. It's currently being fixed, so I'm really hoping it gets fixed really soon so I can be able to use it because that was my birthday gift. And another vintage thing that we have. I'm not sure if this is vintage, but we always had this in our life. We always had one of those big, huge TVs. I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like a big, huge box TV. It's not a flat screen. It's not one of the newer TVs. It's like a big, huge box screen TV. We actually, at one of our houses, we actually had one of the older ones where it was actually like a little screen with like wiry side. It's hard to explain, but we have like one of those big, huge, boxy TVs with a little volume and the little channels and stuff like that. It's probably not that vintage, but it is older than like flat screen TVs, smart TVs, because the TVs my mom has in the living room and that she has now, smart TV, it doesn't really have much in the back, like what are those cords called? In and out cords. It probably has like the white, the red, and the green in and out cords, but it probably doesn't have much. So it's one of the newer TVs, obviously. But ours has this might sound so old, but we have VHS tape slot, and we have a whole bunch. Like what I'm looking at right now is in our hallway towards our room. We have a whole shelving on top of the ceiling full of VHS tapes, and we have VHS tape player built in along with the DVD player. So it's like a double combo, if you get what I'm saying. And then it has a little button you could switch in between. And yeah, it's super cool. So I actually enjoy that more than I actually enjoy. I mean, I enjoy them equally. I enjoy the equally because you can watch Hulu and stuff like that. But like, it's also cool to like put in the VHS type. And I'm pretty sure you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. But Do we have one out? But it's like this little box. It's like this little black box, and it like has a movie tape in it. You're not supposed to touch the tape. You're supposed to put it in the S player, the tape player, and then it's supposed to play the movie. And if it's like at the end of the movie, you push stop and rewind. So you go to the beginning of the movie, then you push play, then you can watch the whole movie, and you put it back in the box, put it away. That's what a VHS tape is. And yeah, so I guess that's all the vintage stuff that I have. I used to have a vintage dress that I threw away because it was ripped here. Um, but yeah, I really do want to collect more vintage stuff. One thing that I want that I have my eye on is I want a vintage carousel. It's like if you watch those scary movies, like how they have like those little twirl things, and then they have this creepy music playing. I want that, but it's not gonna be creepy. It's like a little Ferris wheel, and it's super cute. It's like a little circle. It's like probably the size of this coffee thing, or size of this cup, and it's like a little vintage Ferris wheel, and it's super cute. And like I want that to collect like bear stuff. I also want a tea set. A tea set with like all the full entire with a full entire like tea table with the little spoon, the little sugar oh, I'm losing my words, the little sugar bowl, the little top, and like I don't know, but I got my inspiration from the tea table from this movie. Is called Uptown Girls, and we have that movie, and I like to watch it. And it has Dakota Fanning in it, and she has this beautiful room with this beautiful like tea table set up, and it has like the little what are they called? Macaroons? No, not macaroons. But the little I forgot what it's called. But yeah, that's what I want. That is the end of this. As you can hear, my timer is beeping for my time to be up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live of my vintage haul and stuff that I want. So I'll see you guys in the next live. Bye. I need you to